Dan Tortora here for a very special Dolphin Dive celebrating Tom Bonus, over 20 years serving as the head coach of the LeMoyne Dolphins men's soccer program and honored in the 2024 induction class to the Gold Wave Hall of Fame. Tom, how are you?
Good. How are you, Dan?
I'm doing very well. So it's interesting for me, a lot of the things I think of, because the last time you and I were here on campus, we were sitting on the field talking about you ending your time here. Yeah, right in the goal. So what's it like to be back and to celebrate your time at LeMoyne?
It's always good to be on campus. You know what? Over my 20-some years here, I just developed such good friendships with the coaches and the faculty. Those are people that I still stay in touch with. So coming back is really not a shock for me. Seeing some of those people is good to see. But it's always great being back here. Seeing the team here was supporting me today, and getting to see Callum and so forth.
And the thing is that it was so recent that you had finished up your time here at LeMoyne. So, like you said, getting to see the team, you're seeing familiar faces, you're seeing people you recruited. What was it like to have the whole soccer team show up to support you today?
It was great. I think you hit it right on the nose, especially the guys that I recruited, that were here, that I always had a good relationship with. That was great. And, obviously there was new guys that are on the team and they're here to support me. I think one thing that I'm excited about is with Callum in charge. I think that as a player and as an assistant coach, he definitely has the qualities to keep this program going in the direction that I want it to go. Division I, Division II, Division III, doesn't matter. I think he has the qualities, and I think he'll do a great job.
And we're here to honor you, and of course, in true Tom Bonus fashion, you're talking about somebody else. So Callum was at your table. He was there with you and your wife and your daughter. Just what it meant to celebrate this moment of your history with him.
Great, and to be honest, and Callum's parents are here from Scotland, who I have a very good relationship, so I'll run into them later and talk to them. But it was great having Callum here, supporting me, and and I want that to continue. I'm supporting him down the road. I think we have a good relationship, and he's a good friend, and it was great having my wife and daughter here. They're very supportive to this whole process.
Yeah, and when you think about that, I mean, above everything that you've been able to celebrate, the fact that you have gone through this with obviously your wife, and at the same time with your daughter, to get to see this moment, to get to see a bunch of moments in your life as she's young here and getting to watch it all. What does that mean to talk with them about being in the Hall of Fame, to celebrate it with them? I know you talked about your mom, so just what it's like to have your wife and your daughter here for this.
It's awesome. I definitely, that's one thing that I'm excited about. That'll be a memory that Riley will always have in her life, and I think just them being here and sharing that moment with me was very special.
You said that you were going to roast Scott Peterson. What has Scott meant to you?
Scott has been fantastic, and I honestly meant what I said. I think he treated all my players. He's been with men's soccer for 23 years. Treated all my players with respect, and he went beyond the Call of Duty to take care of them. I wish he could have been here today. But I felt it was important to mention him and what he's done.
And as far as Dick Rockwell, I know he was here and celebrating as well with the 1981 baseball team that was inducted to the Gold Wave. Dick giving you an opportunity, and him being somebody that is obviously synonymous with LeMoyne.
Yeah, I definitely thank him for giving the opportunity. because I think that I was young then, and he took a chance on me, and him and Pam accepted me in, and I just got here and I liked it, and I think that and I've learned a lot of things from Rock as an AD. He was definitely unique as an AD, and so it was good.
And then we look back on your history, two-time NE10 champion as far as the conference tournament goes, two-time coach of the year in the NE10. Just bring me into those memories and that moments of being at the top of a conference that, in my opinion, in many sports, not just soccer, is extremely competitive in the country when it comes to the world of NCAA Division II. So just what it was to be a champion in the NE10 as well as to be coach of the year.
Well, you know what, Dan, obviously, the one thing that I never accomplished here as a coach, and I would have liked to, is win a national championship. And otherwise than that, I've done it all. We were number one in the country. We won the NE10 regular season. Went to the Final Four. So all those things I'm really proud of. And more or less, I couldn't have done it without the players. The players gave me everything they had. I was really lucky. I had a good group of assistant coaches. The thing now with my coaching up in OCC, I got 4 of my former players as my assistants. Yeah. And I think that says a lot for our program and what it means to them.
Well, and you're a relationship person, and people say, how do you live in the world that we're in today, where it's such a me world and so me oriented, including in collegiate athletics? And my response was, if you care about people and you care about building relationships more than anything else, you're always going to be successful. And to your credit, not only did you have success here, but having your 4 assistants be your former players says a lot about the effect that you had on them, that they're choosing to work with you again.
Yep. Yeah, I totally agree, and I like it because they know what I expect and what I want to do. But I think more of anything is just the loyalty that they bring out.
And I see with the LeMoyne backdrop, you being at OCC now in your first season as the head coach, you're wearing laser blue.
Yeah.
So I do have to ask just what the experience has been like, because when you and I were on the field in the goal, I said to you, there's no way that I believe you're going to stop coaching.
Yeah.
And it was about 5 minutes after that you ended up at OCC. So just bring me into what it's been like over there.
Great over there. I like everyone, from the AD to the SID. It's definitely been different, but it's been a good different. I really like the players a lot this year. They've really given me everything they've had. And we're actually doing okay. We're 5-0-3 right now, and I think last time we were ranked like 8th in the nation. So we're doing okay. But I like it. It's it's a challenge for me, and that's what I grow on, is challenges.
I spoke with former LeMoyne men's soccer head coach Keith Gage, and he spoke very highly of you. Just what you can say about how you first interacted with him and how that relationship began, and just what you think about Keith being here today.
Well, I think when I got after a few years of having the job here, I knew that I needed to reach out to him and connect with him, and so we connected, and right away he was awesome in connecting me with some of the alumni, because those alumni gave a lot of money to the program, donated a lot, and really helped the program grow.
Yeah.
As where my alumni were just young and they didn't have those resources yet, so I appreciate all those guys that he connected me with, and after that it was a seamless relationship.
Final note: you'll be in the Gold Wave Hall of Fame forever now. Riley gets to see it, Carrie gets to see it, everyone connected to you will always know that, and people that have never crossed paths with you are going to be able to see your name.
Yeah.
What does it mean to you that 249 wins and all those consecutive berths in the NE10 and everything that you've done, that it's all come together to the fact that your name is etched in history on the heights at LeMoyne forever?
I think it's one thing that I'm very proud of, but you know, more than that, like the wins and all that stuff is great. But what I really enjoy, Dan, is hearing from former players about, you know, they're having kids, you know, they're doing this job, you know, and I know I'll have that in my life. You know, I just met with, you know, one of my former players on Wednesday. We had coffee and we were talking. It was great. So, you know, definitely the, you know, getting in the Hall of Fame is a great thing, but having those connections with the former players is something that is always going to be very special.
No surprise as we start with you talking about other people other than yourself, and you end that way. Tom Bonus, congratulations.
Thank you very much, Dan. Thanks.